NEET showdown in Supreme Court. We're getting some breaking inputs. The Apex Court has issued notice to NTA and the Centre as well. Supreme Court has sought a response from the Centre and the NTA over the issue of NEET. So a notice has been issued to the National Testing Agency and also the Centre seeking their response in the plea filed, highlighting rampant irregularities and fraudulent practices in NEET 2024 examinations. Ramay is joining us with more details. Ramay, multiple petitions were filed. It's not just about the grace marks. It was also about paper leak, other irregularities and constant complaints coming in. Now, the top court has issued a notice asking the NTA and the Centre to respond. Can you help us understand what transpired?
Absolutely. So there were multiple petitions filed, but the petition which was listed today specifically saw the re-examination. The plea today stated before the court that there were rampant irregularities and fraudulent practices adopted in this NEET-UG 2024 examinations. Now today, after considering the submissions from the petitioner side, the Supreme Court today formally issued notice in this matter and sought the response from the National Testing Agency, NTA, as well as the Union of India. Both the respondents have been directed to file their reply by July 8th, and the matter has been now kept for July 8th to be considered along with the other similar pleas. So the Supreme Court on July 8th will altogether consider the batch of petitions filed challenging in this NEET-UG 2024 examination matter. Now, the interesting part over here is the Supreme Court today, while hearing the matter, also remarked and stated that even if there is 0.001% negligence on the part of anyone, it should be thoroughly dealt with. So these are the stern words, stern warning issued from the top court, stating that even if there is 0.1% of negligence, it should be thoroughly dealt with. Further, the Supreme Court stated that children have prepared for their exams and we cannot forget their labor. Understanding the situations of what the students have been going through and reasoning with their petitioner's side, the Supreme Court stated that children have prepared for the exams and now we cannot forget their labor. So the matter has been kept for consideration on July 8th, until by then the National Testing Agency as well as the Union of India will have to file their reply.
Right, the reply and a response has been sought by the Supreme Court. Now, this is an issue, both inside and the outside the court. A lot of debate is happening over it. Recently, on the issue of grace mark, the Education Minister also responded to allegations saying that there is no scam, no corruption. There's no evidence to prove that there is one. Meanwhile, you have these constant complaints being registered coming in from the students as well as the issue taking a political turn. Ramay.
Absolutely. So the court proceedings are absolutely not affected by the political remarks which are going on and the blame game which is being done in the political gallery. However, the Supreme Court is dealing with the petitions which has been filed by the students. Now, the Supreme Court has been dealing with not one but multiple petitions which has been filed, and the response of the NTA and the Union of India has been sought. So we'll have to keep it apart from the political comments and political fire which is going on and around regarding this NEET examinations, and we'll have to wait and see that what the National Testing Agency and the Union of India comes with in their reply before the Honorable Supreme Court.
The court has listed the matter for further hearing on the 8th of July. Apart from the Centre and the NTA filing their responses, what more is expected?
So the thing which is what more is expected is that they'll be dealing with the petitioner's contention. The first contention which has been raised before the Supreme Court is that there should be a re-examination. The examination which has been held should be cancelled and there should be a re-examination. So Supreme Court would be first dealing with this contention only, and NTA would be responding that in case if there is any irregularity, find what action has been taken, what plan they have, what roadmap they have laid to deal with it, what centers have been highlighted that there was massive, where there was allegations of massive cheating, and what action is being taken. Now, further, NTA will have to also come with a response that to ensure that how come it is ensured that the children's whole year is not wasted and their hard work which has been put into is brought to some task, and they will be ensuring that how the year is not wasted and strategy has to be made, and that would be the most appropriate
Yes, can't
response
forget
from
labour of students. One of the observations of the top court says negligence must be dealt with sternly. Thank you very much, Ramay, for getting us the details. We'll connect with you again for more updates. For the moment, a quick break.